Hey, have you heard? Apple just released the new version 12 update for Final Cut Pro, which brings us to, yes, Final Cut Pro 12. Is this new update all hype? What is hot and what is not? I'm Dylan John, and let's quickly go over this new update together. Also, this is important to note, and I think you're going to be happy to hear this. It doesn't matter if you already bought Final Cut Pro or if you're joining the new Apple Creator Studio subscription, you will be getting access to the new features in Final Cut Pro. So everything that we're going to be going over today, you will have in this new update. I know a lot of people were worried that we were not going to be getting these new features, but we are. And according to Apple, we'll be getting the future updates as well. First things first, before you update, make sure you back up Final Cut Pro by going to your Applications folder, finding Final Cut Pro, control right-clicking, and hitting Compress. If you need to jump back to the old version of FCP at any time, you can open up this zip file and you'll have that older version there for you. Let's start with the feature that I think I'm most hyped about, and that is the new intelligent search features. So just by going to this little drop-down menu, you'll notice that we have a transcript search and a visual search. Let's say you're looking for a part of your clip where you mentioned a specific word while filming. So I know that somewhere in all the footage that I filmed for this travel vlog, I mentioned the word vodka. Just by selecting includes and typing vodka, it immediately goes through all of your footage and finds that sentence where you say that word or phrase. What if we give you a little bit of vodka? Yes, I know. Please contain your excitement. Let's say that you don't actually remember the exact thing that you said, but you know you need a clip for your video where you talk about food. Select is related to, type in food, and listen to this. My friend can barely be heard in the background saying the word buffet. Like, are you kidding me? Also, by switching to list view here and looking at relevance, you can see how sure Final Cut is that what you're looking for is what it's pulled up for you. Now, I would never lie to you, so I'm not going to say that it's perfect, because sometimes if your audio is muffled or if it just isn't good audio, FCP will think it hears the word or phrase that you searched for. But it's still pretty dang good, and you can be sure that if you or someone said it in a video clearly, it'll be shown in your browser. Now let's move on to visual search. Like you may expect, this lets you search for visual moments in your footage, including objects and actions. So by typing in fire, it immediately pulls up all of the footage that has fire in it. And look at this crap shot. It even pulled up a severely underexposed, grainy, squeezed anamorphic footage where the fire is barely visible. Let's say you need a B-roll shot showing a tent from your trip. I mean, come on, man. Big ups from Apple on this one. And just like the transcript search, if you change to list view, you can see FCP's confidence in what it's pulled up for you. Better yet, if you use the new intelligent search feature in tandem with the crazy good search filter features in Final Cut Pro, you could search for clips that have a tent in them and that you have not yet used in your video. That way, your viewers don't see the same shot twice. You could, of course, select more of these to make sure that you get shown even more specific pieces of footage. And by creating a new smart collection with those search filters, you'll have a nice, neat little folder here with all those very specific clips that you need to make the best video possible. I'll be creating a lot more videos on how you can use this new feature with smart collections very soon. So make sure you subscribe so you can spend less time editing and more time doing what you love. Unless you love editing, then I guess don't subscribe. Now, there are a couple of important things that you need to know about this intelligent search feature. If you're wanting to use the visual search or transcript search on an older project, you'll need to control right-click an event or a piece of media, hit Analyze and Fix, and select Visual Search and Transcribe in English for the transcript search feature. But if you're starting a brand new project with the new update, these are automatically turned on in your settings. So basically, when you import your footage, Final Cut will take care of everything for you automatically. The other thing that I need to mention is that FCP will bring up segments of the original clip when you use this feature, so not the full piece of media. So if you want to see more from that clip where you say a certain word or phrase, switch to list view and then cancel out the filter to be shown the full clip. Or, of course, throw it on your timeline and you can extend it out from there. As you know, one of the most tedious parts of editing is scrubbing through so much footage to find that one specific part that you need. So this will shave hours off of your video editing time, and I may actually be able to get up from my office chair every now and then. Therefore, my lower back gives it a flaming, boiling hot rating. Up next, we got a slight change to the UI in Final Cut Pro that is geared towards brand new beginners. Final Cut Pro now shows you some basics of what you need to do to start your project when you open up the software. A very small and simple change, but beneficial for brand new users, I suppose. They've even added this little plus button in the top left of the UI, so you can now create projects, events, and libraries even quicker without having to go to File and New. No rating on this one, it just is. Some of you are gonna love this next one, I think. Apple has added something called beat detection. No, not those kind of beats, you idiot. Beat detection. Now, when you select your music track and either control right click and select enable beat detection, or press the keyboard shortcut option B, or if you go to clip and hit enable beat detection, Final Cut will intelligently analyze the music track and reveal its beat grid, showing the song parts, bars, and beats in a cool matrix-looking way. So all these little lines are the beats in the song. And if we zoom in here, you'll see on this particular song, we have dashed lines and these solid lines. These solid lines are the major beats that anchor the rhythm, and the dashed lines are the lighter beats in between. So the solid ones are the best parts of the music to cut and splice together with other solid line parts of the music, and the dashed lines just help with timing and just cutting to the beat. So how is this useful? For one, obviously this makes cutting to the beat much simpler and more accurate. So you'll see at this point in the video here, I was close to having the cut from shot A to shot B be right on the beat of the song, but not quite. So by bringing up the trim tool by pressing T and snapping it to the beat grid, I can be sure that this cut is now on the beat. Some of you may be saying, yeah, but I already know how to cut to the beat. I'm a god. Well, then use this tool to help you chop up your songs to help you fit your video better. So as a very basic example, let's pretend you have a short little promo video about 17 seconds long, but you don't want to just cut off the end of the song and add a fade out because that's amateur hour. So instead, you make a cut right here on this main beat, then you head to the end of the song and make another cut, maybe on this main beat, so the song plays out a bit, delete the middle part of the song, and connect that beginning and the end. And now you have a perfectly spliced piece of music to fit your video. Because this feature is yet another feature that speeds up your time editing, and it works well, and it makes me feel like I'm Neo in the Matrix, it gets a hot rating from me. Some small things that were included in this FCP 12 update. We got an update to the help menu. They just added a few more things here, like you can pull up apps that might be useful to you as an FCP editor. They of course fixed some bugs as well in this update. And lastly, they updated FCP XML to version 1.14. So what do you think of the new FCP 12 update? Is it hot? Or is it not? I'm gonna give it a hot rating. Although we only got a few new features, these features are actually ones that can help us to create videos faster and easier. I'm gonna be creating a lot more videos on practical ways to use these new features in your videos, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on those. And have a great rest of your day, and happy editing.